Over the last 2 weeks, one of the adjustments that defenses have made that I've read about and heard about is people aren't falling for Tua trying to look off defenders. They're just completely ignoring where his eyes are going.
Mike, he had no time last week.
He's doing play action, but with his eyes, basically. And defenses are kind of adjusting that. Oh, he doesn't go to the first read. He's just looking us off, so we don't have to pay attention to it. And that's part of the adjustment that maybe Tua has to make. What have you seen over the last 2 weeks? I don't know how analytical you are about the game and how much opportunity you've had to watch it. The first one, I think, against San Francisco can be explained by that's a pretty good defense. Kyle Shanahan has a pretty good idea of what Mike McDaniel's tendencies might be.
Absolutely.
It's hard to win on the road in this sport. Okay, chalk it up. Bad day. But the second game against the Los Angeles Chargers was concerning, considering that's not a good defense. And on top of that, they had a bunch of injuries. That matchup-wise, that was the exact type of opponent that Tua and those wide receivers would thrive against, understanding that Waddle has been battling through an injury. Cause for concern that Sunday night?
Not yet, because I kind of felt like the Chargers were gonna get him. Staley, Shanahan, they're all kind of a part of this coaching fraternity.
Right.
Like he was in with the Rams and McVay, and so those games are always the hardest for all of those offensive coaches and defensive coaches alike because they know each other so well. They have this group called the Quarterback Collective. I don't know if you've heard of that.
No.
But they're basically all represented by the same guy. And in the summer, they have like this camp for high school quarterbacks that all those coaches kind of share information and coach with each other in the system. So they know it so well. And so I thought that was going to be a tough matchup for McDaniel. And I'm actually confident that if people are saying, oh, we know that Tua if he's looking this way, he's going that way. Like, those are the adjustments that I trust Mike McDaniel to make. I don't want to say on behalf of Tua, but their system is like that. Like, I don't want to say it's simple, but it does tell you where to go with the football. It takes all the thinking out, and that's why people have so much success. So I actually think they're going to have a pretty strong back half of the season.
I don't like the sharing of information amongst coaches. I don't like that, though. I would be
on
lying to the other coaches.
But on the other hand, we love a good collective.
That's a great collective. Right, but I don't like sharing info. Like, you're competing against these guys, you know?
Yeah.
Don't show me what you got. You know, how much lying is going on, you think, in the offseason there? Like, they don't do the stuff that they say they're going to do, right?
No, they're like all friends, man. They like go hang out in like Cabo and stuff.
Right. Except Belichick.
He's not a part of that collective.
Is Tony going to get devoured by Tuanon for his comments about Tua being a system
He was walking a line.
All I said is that he's playing the best football we've ever seen him play. He's at his ceiling of what he is. There's nothing wrong with what I said.
You said system
game manager.
Right.
Not a game breaker.
Can anybody say that he's a game breaker in this room? Can anybody look him in the eyes?
Agnostic of a system, your words.
Yes, and you also said you don't love him as a son.
I haven't said that.
Well, you didn't
He's
say
more,
that you love
be
him.
more of my brother than my son.
Then say it.
Say that you love him.
Say
Maybe
that you
a cousin?
love him like a son.
Say that you love him.
I mean,
just say it on the front end.
I
It
don't
covers
feel
you.
comfortable.
He's got beautiful skin.
He does.
Say something nice about him.
He's got glowing skin. I think he's a great left-handed thrower.
He's the best left-handed quarterback in the NFL.
It feels like he's
That's how you do
only.
it.
I'm trying to think of anybody else who's a lefty quarterback.
Acho retired. There's a nice little lane there for you, Hawk.
There you go.
If you want it. Tony,
Tony, let me try this. If Tua's on the Chargers, are they 7-6?
No.
I think the Chargers are always 7-6.
It doesn't matter who's playing quarterback.
The Chargers have been 7-6 since they made the Super Bowl with Stan Humphries, in my opinion.
And Tony, if Herbert's on the Dolphins, what's their record?
The same.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing there?
I'm doing that. The Chargers are not good and the Dolphins are good.
Huh.
So there's no bump for Justin Herbert if he's on the Dolphins. Is he a game breaker?
Yeah.
No,
Whoa.
no.
Oh, wow.
Sorry to say it. He's a game
Wow.
breaker.
How is he a
Tony.
game
He's
breaker,
a
but they're
game
the
breaker.
same record? They had the same
Yeah, how does
record.
the
It would
game
stand
breaker
to
not
reason the
improve?
How
Dolphins
would
would
it
be
not
better.
improve the
Right.
Dolphins
You're
at
dead in
all?
this town,
Billy,
Tony.
Billy,
Guys,
Billy's
football
coming for
is
you.
weird.
Billy,
Football
get
is
him.
weird.
You don't
So
know.
you don't
get
need a
him.
game breaker
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
You don't need a game
You
breaker to
don't.
be better.
You don't.
Okay.
You
so,
don't.
So Tua's great then, right?
That's what I'm saying. He
Okay.
is at the ceiling of
All right,
what.
we're almost back.
It sounds like
almost.
you're saying he's just as good as Herbert.
Yeah.
No, well,
he's just saying he's at
You're
his
not,
ceiling, but his
Tony.
I'm
ceiling
saying-
is he's the best
Tony.
young quarterback in the NFL.
But
I'm
Herbert couldn't do any better than him.
No.
Tony, what you're saying is Herbert, and by the way, I
You're
agree
me on
with
this. You're
you.
with me on
Whoa,
this.
you agree with him?
I don't care.
Uh-oh.
Don't agree with
okay?
him.
I don't care what the listeners say.
No. You. I care
you don't
about
want
you,
that
Talk to me,
man.
Stu.
Just
Let's talk it
listen
out.
to me.
Just say you love Tua.
There are
Like a
two
son.
types of
I love Tua.
quarterbacks. I love Tua, like a
Can you-
son. I picked him to go to the Super Bowl. He's the Super Bowl MVP if
I-
you get there.
I made him the godfather of my child.
Yeah.
He knows
how
how
much
to
I
play the
love him.
game.
You one up me.
So, guys, can you, before you agree with him, explain to the rest of us what his point was?
The point is, there are certain quarterbacks where if they go to any team, that team automatically becomes better because they are there. And what Tony is saying is Tua is not one of those guys.
But he said Herbert is not
You-
also.
Well, he said that Herbert is, and then he backed off because he's afraid of Tua not. That's exactly
All I'm
what
saying
happened
is
there.
that what are the Dolphins
Just
right
say
now?
what you want to
8-4?
say. Yeah.
Dolphins are 8-4 right now.
I sent Tua a Christmas present.
Did you send him a
should,
Christmas
yeah.
I
card?
asked the Dolphins
Did you
what's his
really?
address, and I sent him an espresso.
Wow.
That's nice of you.
That is
Like,
nice.
Well, it's all the joy that he's brought me. It's the least I could do.
I was in a white elephant with Tua, and I spent more money on his gift than $20 limit. So
Wow.